Hey everybody, welcome to part 7 of how to make your own Attack on Titan belt and harness. So continuing from part 6, so we were making the leg belts that goes around your leg. Now I found a really nice way to keep your belts from slipping. If you made your belt buckles right with the button facing the right way, this will work perfectly. If you made your buttons backward, please redo them. Remake the belts, throw those belts away because they will not work. So please just make new belts. I'm sorry to say this, but so please just, if you did it wrong, please remake them because the 2 belts that goes around your leg, the buttons has to be on the right side for this to work. So after making the 4 belts, put them on. So by now you should have stitched the leg side onto the whole leg belt. This way the belts that goes around your leg can be in the right place. Now you want your belts to be near your thighs as possible. Not too close, just as close as you can. And make sure that when you're wearing them, the belt buckles are in the middle of your leg. So after putting them into the right position, mark where the button meets the pants with your black pen, and then take all the harness off plus your pants. Now you should have marked all 4 areas of where the buttons meet the pants, and then you would make them into buttons. So using your scissor, cut a tiny hole and then turn these into buttons using these buttons. Now after turning them into buttons, wear your harness and then wear your leg belts and make sure that they clip. After they clip and they are in nice position and they're not too tight or too loose, then you can stitch them onto the leg side. If you guys haven't noticed, whenever you use your black pen onto the black leather, in the sun you should see a purplish shine of where your pen went over, because the pen is just ink. So you should see the ink on the black leather and you should be able to rub it off afterwards. So wearing your leg harness, use your black pen to mark where the leg belts meets the side belts, and then just mark them where they are. Do that to both sides, front and back. After stitching and making the buttons on the pants, your belts shouldn't slide down, and now you don't have to worry about them sliding down during convention or walking with them, because now they won't slip off. After you finish making the 4 belts that goes around your leg, that should be the bottom half for now. So on to the top half. Woohoo! You should have made all the gray parts for the top half already. Take a new belt strip. Now this strip shouldn't be done, okay? It shouldn't be done, it should just be a normal strip. Start by your hip and leaving at least 3 inches extra. Cross it behind your back, under your armpit, over the top of your chest. Under the other armpit, cross your back and onto the other hip. Then pull on the chest part for extra fabric because that is where the belt buckle will be and you need extra fabric for that part. Then cut off the extra, take the strip and measure it with another new strip, cut off the extra because that will be the top layer of the final belt. Now take 2 done strips and put them through the back gray part. Now take the 2 chest belts that goes around the top and pre-glue about 2 to 3 inches and turn that into a belt buckle. So now you should have already put on the belt buckle for one side of the top belt. This is where you would want someone to help you. Put the belt buckle on the middle of the top of your chest while wearing the black piece. Make sure that the belt is crossing your back to your side, or else all the measurements will be wrong. So make sure that when holding the belt buckle in the middle of your chest, on top of the middle of your chest, make sure that the belt is going under your armpit, crossing your back into the other hip. You can just, slide the extra belt fabric, in your pants or something to keep it in position. Put the shoulder belts over your shoulder, then down onto where it intersects with the chest belt. In this picture, I just put the flap on top of the layer, but it's not really glued together yet, so just pretend that it's not there. Then glue where the shoulder intersects the bottom layer. Do the same to the part that goes under the armpit. When you wear it, it should look like this. Now take either a long extra or a new done belt. This is going to be the side chest piece. Put this up to the side of your chest where your boob ends. Wear your belt so that you can measure the bottom. Pick two places on your belt where you want these two chest sides to end up at. I picked these two spots because they are at equal distance from the belt hangers. Mark where the chest side ends up at, then glue them to the bottom chest layer. Remember, you should be gluing this while wearing it on and having someone to help you hold it. Because I did this by myself and I got a lot of measurements wrong, so please ask somebody to help you. So you have to wear this while it's gluing and drying. Now you can take the top layer of this whole half top layer belt, take it and then just glue it on and turn it into a done belt. Since I don't want my two shoulder belts to be moving, I glue them down together and also glue them onto the gray back. I think I forgot to take a picture of this, but you will take your other half of your chest side and pre-glue about 2 to 3 inches of it together. Put a hole in it and belt it together with a chest belt buckle. Then to do the other side of the top belt, just do the exact same thing you did with the other side. Hold down the shoulder belt, measure it where it intersects, glue it together. Take the armpit, take the belt that goes under the armpit, measure it to where the chest belt goes, and then glue it down. Take your chest side belt and measure it the same thing, glue it down, and then after you're 100% sure that they are in the right place, take the top layer and glue it down, making a done belt. Now after gluing them, let them dry. After they are dried, put it back on to make sure that they fit. Remember to cross the two chest belts in the back. After you're done making sure it fits, you can cut off the extra fabric. Now we will come back to these two buddies. Take some extra done belts if you have any, or make new done belts. Measure them to where the holes on the back matches up. So line them up and take your done belts and measure it so that they're passing the circles of the buttons. Now cut 2 of these. Glue only the top belt to the gray piece. Glue the belt to the holes by putting fabric glue onto the back of the buttons. Now wear the top part. Now when do this, ask somebody to help you while wearing this so that you can adjust the gray piece area on your back. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys in part 8.